this is Grandmaster Yang, 양복선. Thanks for joining 경기 품새, sport 품새. Today, we're gonna do 태극 육장. Let's go over details of 태극 육장. And as you know, you've been doing classes with me for a few weeks. We already complete up to 태극 5장, and today will be 태극 6장, which is new kick will be performed, which is roundhouse kick, 돌려차기. That's the new kick in 태극 6장. Alright. And also, after we run through all the details for Poomsae, then I'm going to focus on other area like balance, how to use waist, how do you create rhythm for Poomsae, and many things that we need to go into more detail specifically, so that way you bring your best Poomsae out from your body. Okay, let's begin. Start with chariot and 경례. 5 seconds. 준비. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. First block. We've been doing this so many times. Down block. Your sight first. And then after your sight, start folding to prepare. When you prepare, start transit your body weight and replace the foot. Then you pivot and ending. Alright. That has to be done in a quick motion. Quick motions. That means you have to do over and over. Get many training into your body. So that way you can perform everything in once in a quick motion. That's gonna help you boost your score from presentation, which is accuracy is 4, presentation is 6, total is 10 perfect score. I have not seen perfect 10 yet from sport Poomsae competition. Hopefully somebody does it. Okay, so let's bring that presentation high by working individual techniques, the single move, fast and strong. Here we go. Down block. Okay, one more time. Okay, after down block, it's a front kick. Front kick, outer block. Outer block. Okay, down block here, after front kick, outer block. 바깥맞기. So, when you do the outer block in back stand, as you saw from the front stand, after you kick 30 to 40 degree, 45 degree, after you kick, you need to come back. When you come back, you need to lower, 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 lower into back stand. So from there, as soon as you touch, you go pivoting out. Okay, so from front stand, chamber and kick, and pivot, and set down your heels. Okay, so let me show you the front view of 바깥맞기. 바깥맞기 set should be thumb touch shoulder, palm face up, sit back, 70 body weight, 30 in the front. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 바깥맞기. You need to block with outside of your wrists to block out from your body. Okay? So after you perform outer block, then shift your body weight to the left, looking over, shifting body weight, and replacing down block. Yes. So one motion here. Okay, again, one motion here. Down block. After down block, it's the same. Front kick. Then what do? You have to pivot out. And outer block. Yes, sir. Okay. From this position, here's the new technique coming out. A twist block, but you have to make it into a front stand. From the back stand, shift your body weight, set it down, you pivot. Okay, one more time. Here, shift, pivot, but it's a twist block, so you need to twist, set, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Fingertip. Tempo point. Right. Tempo point. My right tempo point. And twist block. Okay. 비틀어 맞기. So, when you are performing this, you need to block when your heel touch, you end at the same time. Yes, sir. Okay. So after the same time, now we have a brand new kick, which is 돌려차기. A roundhouse kick from the twist block. Okay. Now, when you do the roundhouse kick, you know we have to pivot all the way around. When you do the roundhouse kick. So, from the twist block, you're going to gather your hand into your chest when you perform the kick. Twist block, performing kick, gather your hand and set it down. Okay. So it's very important here to adjust the distance correct. If you are at front stand, after you kick, you need to set down and then place your foot 45 degree. Place your foot 45 degree. You need to have 앞구비 distance. After the kick, 앞구비 distance 45 degree set down foot. And then face block. Okay, 얼굴 펼쳐맞기. Face block. Going forward. After you set down, going forward in motion. And front stand 펼쳐맞기. Punch. When you block, now here, 120 degree, right in here, 120 degree, and you have to block from outside of your wrist. And then middle punch. Okay, so after the kick, after performing a kick, set it down and face block punch. Okay, so it's important to set your foot into a 45 because the next stance is front stance. That's why you come together, you go straight forward out. Then you didn't have to do anything. If you set it right, you don't have to do anything. But if you didn't, for example, after the kick, you set it down like that, facing forward. When you go, you need to pivot again. Now, that's kind of, to me, is not trained enough. Okay? Trained enough. Not trained enough to set after the kick, thinking about the next stance. Didn't train enough, so you have to pivot again for the back foot. Since I'm also a referee, I look at those specifically because that's really hard to perform if you don't train it, if you don't think about it. If you don't think about the next move, next stance, then you easily miss. Okay, easily miss. Easily miss after the roundhouse, you set it down and then step forward, not moving. And that's gonna make you look very smooth into the next motion. Pa, pa! Okay, so after the face block and punch, kick and punch. Same thing right here. Every time after the kick, you need to do what? Bend your knee to catch balance, which is, I'm going to go over that more next time. But you need to think about it here because that's details and to go into high perform. Okay, you want to go into a high perform, then you have to think about when you're rechambering. Okay, after perform, when you're gathering back to moving into the next, you have to think about what should I do? Okay, that question has to be always there after you perform. Now what's next? Okay, so after face block and punch, kick, gather, right? Gather in, stepping forward, and then punch. Okay, now when you're turning to the back, front knee straight, back knee bend. Okay, turning, looking over, use the waistline, okay? Waistline to set, 1, 2. One more time. So after the punch, you're gonna come set, 1, 2. So when you're setting this, it's the same thing like a high block, 얼굴 맞기 set. 얼굴 맞기, but 얼굴 맞기, we block straight up, right? But this face block comes out a little bit more to the other side, so you could block out, then it's a punch. So instead of, this is not a high block, this is face block out, then you punch. Since this is connecting move, we don't do block, face block, set, punch. We do face block, punch. It's a connecting move, right? 2 moves in 1 count. So you do 1, 2. Okay, make sure you block wrist, the whole face. Okay, that's right here. Okay, and then after you perform, and then kick, punch. Okay, 자, now you need to push again. Push again to come to the center. Correct? You gotta push again to come to the center. Okay, right here. Push again, come to the center. Right? I'm going to have left arm outside because I'm moving left leg. Left leg move, left hand outside. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Let me go over that again. 아래 회쳐맞기, 회쳐맞기, right? You start from the shoulder area, and then this is 1, this become 2, this become 3, this become 4, all the way to the side is 5. And make sure you don't score your, bend your lower back like this. Make sure you brought your chest out and stand confidently, okay? Stand confidently when you're ending, okay? But you're not going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I said, you got to make it in smooth, in one motion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is here pushing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then su hook, right? Another side of the 비틀어 맞기, the twist block, right? Now this time, since I have left hand up, I'm going to put it on my left tempo point. And then 45 angle, not straight, not flat, 45 angle to block with the side palm, okay? And make sure you twist, not stand here and then do that. Make sure you twist to the opposite side and block, okay? So, here is the 기합. 기합 comes at this time when you do the second roundhouse kick. Okay, do we have 기합 at the end? No 기합. Normally we've been 기합ing at the end. 태극 1장, 태극 2장, 태극 3장, 태극 4장, 태극 5장, all the way through 1 through 5, we 기합 at the end. But this number 6 does not have 기합 at the end. We have 기합 right here when you perform the roundhouse kick. So, right here at the twist, then you go 기합! And then coming back up, right? After high roundhouse kick, you got to come back up. But after back up, what's the distance again after the roundhouse kick? That's right. Front stand distance after the roundhouse kick. So if you perform the roundhouse kick, you're going to sit down and make what? 45. Okay, you're going to sit down 45. But distance right in here, inside right and left foot is 앞구비 distance. Bend the knee, okay? So after the kick, you bend the knee. Okay, and then your hand's supposed to be on the chest because we just performed the roundhouse kick. Chest, spinning around. Where do you put your body weight? Front leg, shift, front leg. Okay, and then turning around and then pivot and block. Pivot and block. So this time you got to pivot because we cannot turn all the way around like that, keeping our heels up before you go down and then pivot. No. After the roundhouse kick, you need to set down 45 again. And then we keep body weight forward. So we could use this left leg to spin around and then performing nice down block again. So we could do the very first move. Down block, snake kick, outer block. One more set of that from here to there, right? So after the second one, set it down, 앞구비 distance, hands on your chest, looking over your right shoulder. Right shoulder, shifting your body weight, spinning around, and then down block. Okay, one more time here. After setting and down block. Then you perform kick and outer block. Outer block. Make sure you keep your back stand correctly here in this form. Okay, important of 태극 6장 is back stand, 뒷굽이, roundhouse kick. Okay, roundhouse kick. And a twist block. Connecting into the face block punch, front kick punch. You got to put that together. And then the lastly is stepping back motion. Stepping back motion, right? Okay. So if you did your down block here, and then if you perform your outer block here, then next one is opposite side, right? Opposite side. But you're going to shift to your other side in order to do the opposite, right? From 70, you got to change to this leg 70. This leg 70. And then make a front stand. Boom! Okay? You got to be more powerful here. Okay, and then perform and outer block. Right? So, after the kick, important is catching a balance. Catching a balance. Okay, you want to catch balance, then you have to able to stay hold and getting into a next motion. And then finish it. Right? Finish it. Okay. Now here comes to the end. 태극 6장. Stepping back. Double knife in. Okay. 양손날 맞기. 양손날 맞기. So, after here, when you want to go into the next step, you need to put your body weight to the front leg. Front leg. And then turn it over, step, pivot. Okay? So you're going to shift your body weight, front, turning, pivot. Okay? One more time. From here, double knife, block. One more time. Here, double knife, block. Okay, now in a real time, right here. Okay, double knife and block. Well, double knife and block, as you can see, shoulder level, fingertips, mostly 90-degree inside elbow, supporting hand, wrist, solar plexus, cover your solar plexus. Wrist cover solar plexus. Okay, so this is how you're supposed to end, right? This is how you're supposed to end for the double knife and middle block. Because we do have a double knife and down block. I call double knife and middle block. Double knife and down block. So this double knife and middle block, you need to set from 45 degree. 45 degree and coming in. 45 coming in. If your hand disappear from the set, instead of out here where you can see, if your hand disappear here, look what am I doing? I did over exaggerating, rotating my waist. That's too much. Too much. And then you see that? I cannot do that unless I rotate more. See, then it's locked. It doesn't go anymore. It's locked here. So if I want to hide the hand, then I have to over-rotate it. That's over-rotation. See, now I'm going to look over my left shoulder, which is not correct. I need to see my target straight in line, so I know where to block. Instead of disappear from my sight, and then try to block. Okay, so please, if the target is out of your sight, there's no way you could block 100%. Okay, I'm sure all the masters and grandmasters who've been training many years, we could assume the target, where the target is, and then time of the target, when do we need to strike. We could assume and strike the target. I don't know about guarantee 100%, but if you can see your target, you guarantee 100% you will break it. You will strike it. Okay? So that's what's very important. Out of your sight, you cannot strike the target. So when you're setting this hand, make sure your hand can able to see. You could probably see my hand right now. Okay? If your hand disappears, there's over-rotating. Especially students who's maybe very flexible. Maybe they could like turn all the way around. I don't know. But if they are doing this, and you could see their hand opposite side, and then they try to do it, that's over-exaggerating. You actually not going to get a high score on the presentation. That's too much. Okay? And then it didn't affect the target. That's most important. You have to affect the target when you want to block. You want to block the target. You don't want to block and continue moving because of your over-rotating. Correct? Okay. So after let me show you the side view now. From the outer block, when we go back into back stand, double knife hand, okay, from the side view, and then what do? And then the next one. Okay, what just happened on my foot? I was back stepping, back stands, 1 and 2. From here, straight behind the heel, and you rotate, then finish at the same time. And then finish at the same time. So when you're going back and forward, you have to finish at the same time. See, you finish at the same time. It doesn't matter how many times you do, you're supposed to finish at the same time, right? So you're here. And then when you're backing up for the next one, instead of keeping it like that, for blocking, maybe loosen up a little bit. Okay, that's like stuck on the floor. You wanna let it slowly spin. Slowly. See, slowly. When I was about to come, slowly. Okay, slowly spin. Here. Slowly spin. Palm block, punch. Palm block. Palm block. Block, solar plexus. Solar plexus. With what? With palm. Palm block. Solar plexus. Okay. Mostly, the people say 2 fists. 1, 2, 3. That's where you're supposed to block. Okay? Do not block out there like that. This is not palm block. You're too far out. Maybe that's a palm strike since you're opening so much. Right? Palm strike and punch. You need to perform palm block and then punch. It's a palm block, correct? From this view, palm block, right? It's a palm block, not palm strike. Okay, see, you're ending about same area, right? Same area. If you open too much, that's what you're doing. You need to be right here. Okay? Block, punch. Block, punch. Okay, after the block punch, okay, then lastly, block punch, the last one, same palm block. Now, from 앞구비, pushing, right? 앞구비, pushing, pivoting, ending. One more time. You need to push, ending. One more time. Okay, make sure you squeeze it down. Squeeze it down. Squeeze it down. Then you perform and punch. Then you return with 바로. Okay, one more time in the front view. When you're done with that, the back foot is about 30 to 45. When you push, it's okay here. When your front leg return all the way to the side, make sure you turn it straight and then bring it up and down. Going back to ready stand, right? Back to ready stand. 바로. So after the punch, you go 1. Okay, after the punch, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As I told you, there's no kiap at the end. Okay, please be careful on the kiap. Our young students loves the kiap, and they couldn't help it. They got a kiap at the end. You know, they couldn't help it. But I go, oh, okay, excellent job. I mean, Poomsae is so much fun for me, and I'm still enjoying today doing my video. I know it's kind of late for me. This is the late hour. I have to shoot the video after all my class is complete, and when everybody leaves, I need to take it when the place is quiet. So my words go into the recording video clear enough. Okay. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson again. That was Taegeuk 6장. Okay. Excellent job today, everyone. Please keep up your training, and thank you for loving the Poomsae, and because you're there and I'm here. Always. I appreciate all of you, and thank you for watching. Yang can do, so can you. 즉! 경례!